What's up? What's up? I'm back again. I got another email from a guy named Clark. He's from Indiana, and he sent me an email to ask me to talk about what make people go crazy, depression, and shit like that. Well, okay. Well, what it is, depression is a person that feel like that they don't got nothing to live for. It is something that's actually really going through their mind that it is so bad they feel like that they need to carry the burden on their chest. Okay, prime example. When a person gets depressed, they get so depressed that they will isolate themselves from their family. Some of them have a thought of suicide. Some have a thought to go out there and commit a crime and don't know why they did it. That's how people get when they in a depression mode. A depression is a person that it's hard to try to cure because you can't cure a person that is depressed. That's why they got doctors out there will actually prescribe them an antidepressant where it will actually keep them stable instead of getting in a depressive mood. Because if you don't take the medicine or the medication like you're supposed, two things can happen. You can go back you will go back in that depression stage, or you get so depressed where it make you to think suicidal thoughts, and that's what it is. It's so much stuff that's going through these people's heads right now. They don't know where to turn. It can be a woman, it can be a job, it can be financial, it can be a house, it can be a car, it can be somebody that actually, well, I ain't gonna say actually, it can be a death in the family that they still grieve. It can be anything. It can be stress. I mean, depression is a hard thing to try to find out because I'm not a doctor. But depression is the most dangerous symptom that you can actually help. Because once they black out, they can do shit and never know they done it until the next day. I seen a person that it gets so depressed that they actually black out, and it's a scary thing because you don't know what that person gonna do next. That's why they have a medication for it's an antidepressant where it will actually bring them down to relax them, to keep them from thinking bad thoughts. And that is something that people got to work with. Now, Clark, that's your name, okay? Like I said, you sent me an email, and I thank you for sending me the email. And just bear with them, try to get them some help. And if they calling you and tell you about their relationships or their jobs, listen to them. Don't turn your back on them. Because if you turn your back on them, then there's more stress on them. Then they feel like, well, I thought he was my friend, but he turned his back on us, or turned his back on me. When I try to sit down and tell him about my problem, but he kind of disregarded it. That's something that you don't want to do. If you got a friend or cousin or wife or sister or brother or even a son that's got that depression mode or got that depression stage that you don't know what they're going to do next, you got to bear with them. You got to be with them, because I know it's kind of hard. Believe me, brother, it's kind of hard because, like I said, I got a friend that go through that same depression mode too. And I'm not going to turn my back on him, because if I turn my back on him, that's just more problems that he got to deal with too, because he lost a friend. And he thought that he had a friend that actually going to back him up, and the friend crossed him. So don't try to put more stress on him that you can, because the reason why he's coming to you is because he's telling you what his problem is, but he's not actually telling you what the problem is. See, and that's where you got to work with him. You know, kind of like bear with him and try to get it out of him. If not anything, you might be the only one can actually get him help. You might be the only one can actually break that chain, because evidently he's keep calling you and telling you about his problems, and he know that you're gonna listen to him. Okay, my brother, keep listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting that information, because there's something that you can use, because you never know. You might be the only one can turn this whole stuff around. It's a cycle, and he's going through a worse cycle right now that he's stuck in a mode that he can't get out of. He got his feet out the door. He can't get his body out there because something won't let him come out. Something is stuck there. Something is programmed in his head to keep making him get depressed like that. And it's up to you to work with him to see can you get it out of him. And that's the reason why he's actually contacting you. He's talking to you about his problem. It's not something that is easy to play with. Depression is the most dangerous thing that you can actually have, because they can commit suicide. They can go out there and do something that they don't know about. They probably done something and don't know about it the next day. That's what depression is. They can call them to drink. They can call them to deal drugs. It can cause them to kill themselves. And depression is a bitch. I'm telling you, that's the worst disease a person can actually have. Is depression. But like I said, they got therapy. They got doctors to specialize in it. And maybe you put your feet down and work with him. Like I said, you might be the only friend that he actually got will actually help him. And that's why he keep contacting you. I believe you can do it. I believe you got it in your heart. Don't turn your back on him, my brother. Don't do that. Because if you turn your back on him, you're putting more gas in the fire. Right now, he's already a short fuse. He can blow any given time. He can be walking down the street and a person say hi to him. You gotta beat the fucking brakes off of him, but he would never know he did it. That's what depression is. You lose all change of thought when you are depressed. And it's something that a doctor cannot cure. You cannot cure depression. It's a disease. You cannot cure it. But they got medication to slow it down. Just like AIDS. If you got AIDS, if you go 5 years with AIDS and you become full-blown AIDS, ain't no cure for AIDS. They got medicine to slow it down, keep it from spreading. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is, my brother. And what he got, it's not AIDS, it's depression. Death is the worst thing a person can have. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, he's the worst notorious serial killer in the world. He had depression. You know what I'm saying? Look at Ted Bundy, the worst notorious serial killer. He had depression. Look at John Wayne Gacy. He had depression. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. That scenario right there. Now, let's put that for example. You got the most notorious serial killers in the world had depression. So let's put him in the same category, not as a serial killer, but as a human being. He's depressed all the time. Okay? That is a fucked up stage where you don't know what he might do next. And that's why I said you might be the only one who actually can break that cycle. You can break that chain. Right now, he is so screwed up right now, he don't know which way to turn. That's why he's calling you for more support and a friend. So don't turn your back on him. Don't back up from him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you're putting more gas to the fire, like I said at first. So you don't want to do that. Try to get him help. He's going to get help eventually. But if you wait so long to not get him help, then it's going to get worse. And when it get worse, this man going to be like a stick of fucking dynamite. A person say hi to him, accidentally bump into him, or look at him wrong, he going to rip off their fucking heads. Because that's what they do. That's what they designed for. They program in their head that they don't care anymore. So instead of letting it get bad or worse, try to do something. Try to get him some help. so you can actually fix the problem. They got antidepressant for it, but you got to stay on this medicine. You got to keep taking it. Like I said, it don't cure it. It slows it down. It actually relaxes it. You know, it gives him a good change of thought. It gives him a good vision of life. And if you don't get that medicine, two things going to happen. I'm going to tell you straight up. Two things going to happen. He going to go out here, he going to kill himself, he going to kill himself, or he going to kill somebody. That is the bottom line. That's the only real answer that I can give you. Depression is a bad thing to have. I've seen a whole lot of women on depression. And when they get depressed, they isolate themselves. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be talked to. You can't deal with it. You can't deal with life. So what the first thing they do? When they can't deal with life, they're going to take care of it. They're going to kill themselves. You don't want that right now. As your friend or brother or cousin, don't turn your back on my brother, because if you do, like I said, you're making the worst get worse. So I'm with you, my brother, on this, and I thank you for sending me the email. And I hope that you keep sending me email, you know, in the future, and let me know how this turn out and how this observation is, and just keep me informed if you can, and you know, and tell me how your symptom is. But like I said, you're the only friend he got right now, and that's why he always contacts you. So try to give him some help. I know you can. I can tell you can, because this is like that. You're a strong person. You is holding the shit together. And that's why you contact me to ask me what you think I should do. If I was in your shoes, what I should do? Turn my back on him or help him? Don't never turn your back on him. Because that's what he needs. He needs a more support. And that's the only one, you're the only one that he actually contacts. So give him all the support you can. And I know you're strong enough for him, so try to give him some help. And I know you can do it, because you're stronger than him. Right now, he's weakened. He's like a candle. He's burning right now. He's burning from each end of the candle. He don't know where to go at next. And like I said, help him out. Be there for him. Be a friend. Be his backbone. Be his muscle. You know, be his mentor. That's what he wants. He got he got nowhere else to go. He got nowhere else to turn to. But death, you don't want that. It's looking bad right now that he probably won't show it, but one day he might go in his house and go to sleep and wake up and be like, you know what, I'm tired of life, and kill himself. You don't want that on your conscience, my brother. You don't want that. You don't want that for him. You don't want that for you. You don't want you going through life and say, damn, I should have helped him a long time ago when I had a chance. This is your chance. This is your chance to pull him out of the damn slump. This is your chance to break that damn chain. This is your chance to show him that you're a friend. Get him help. You can do it. God bless you. I'm out of here. Give me an email again to let me know how everything turned out. I love you. Peace and happiness.